All right, so we are ready to move into the adventure. I gave you the setup of last episode of your people getting kidnapped in the night. You see activity at this old creepy-ass keep. You all have your rumors of shit about this keep.
So far, nobody has anything nice to say.
But you know that there's no outside help. It's up to you, just regular people from the village, to go and rescue your brothers and your sisters and your mothers and your fathers and your neighbors and your aunts and, you know, the one annoying...
They're taking everybody.
They're taking everyone. Just lock your doors. Yeah.
But then we're going to go do the YMCA because we're the village people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You stand before a ruined keep, which squats atop a low, craggy hill. Its walls of toppled stone and massive granite blocks, hinting at forgotten battles and the clash of mighty armies. Now, the ruins seem host to only creeping vines and the foul miasma that drifts down from the keep. The font's really tiny, and I got shitty old man eyes.
You're going to have to do the thing where you're like doing this when you read it.
Now I can see it. The air is overrun with pestilence. Fat flies bite at you incessantly, not incestuously.
Oh my.
Oh no.
They bite you and then lick their siblings.
Oh god.
Making me more uncomfortable.
That's why we were abandoned for Alabama.
Oh. The clouds of small black insects choke your every breath. The long abandoned land is choked with thorny vines that drape the sickly trees and hang from the ruined walls. There is an odor of rot and decay as the hill itself are decomposing from within. A sight gives you pause. A ragged banner depicting a crimson skull on a black field stands high atop the ruined walls. Whatever lurks within has terrorized you and your village for far too long. You turn to your companions and ready your meager weapons. The time for retribution has come.
Is this the part where we do the YMCA?
Let's kick their shit in.
As you approach the main roadway up to this old abandoned keep, it's an old dirt road, now overrun with weeds and sickly vines that rise towards the ruined citadel. A grisly sight bars your way as a pair of bodies, secured to poles by long ropey vines. The wicked vines have wormed their way inside the bodies, ears, eyes, and mouths. To your horror, you realize the bodies are still moving. So you come up on this keep. As you're approaching the road, flies, vines, no signs of real life worth living, miasma setting in the air. And you see affixed to two poles, two corpses, tied to the poles with vines. And then you realize that you look closer and you see the corpses still move a little bit.
Two dead brothers.
Twitch a hair. What's your intentions here?
They're moving.
I have a quick question before we do much more. Do you want us to go number our characters again?
That is exactly what I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
Is for DCC housekeeping, one of the easy ways to manage a funnel is to lie out your characters from furthest away from you to closest as your marching order, and then number them. Furthest away from you is 1, closest to you is 4. The furthest away from you is the front of the line, closest to you is the back of the line. That way you know the marching order. Mm-hmm. That way, if we need to do a quick reference, your characters are numbered 1 to 4. I can roll quick D4, and I know what character is going to get fucked. So another quick thing when you're playing 4 characters, if there's a task you need to do, pick the character with the best stat for that task and have that character do the task.
That's none of mine.
When it comes time for combat, we will roll initiative. You, as a player, will roll initiative using the highest initiative score of your players, and on your turn, all 4 of your characters will get to go.
Cool.
So, These vines, yes, they are moving. They're
The vines,
vines
are
are
moving?
moving?
the corpses are moving
The
attached
corpses
to
are
it.
moving.
Now, you say quote unquote corpses. Is it obvious that these are corpses?
Very humanoid. Stench of death sets on the air. Flies are swarming. It's obvious.
Well, Ed's seen some dead bodies floating in the water, and he knows what to go do. He's going to go poke it with his pole.
Okay. You move up to this corpse.
Because he doesn't know any better.
And you poke it with your pole. This is like, what did they say the length on the pole was?
It doesn't say.
It was normal quarterstaff. We're going to go with 6 foot.
Okay.
Just, that seems like a proper.
How fresh do
10
these
foot.
corpses look?
Pole is 10 foot.
Give
Oh,
me,
good.
oh, it's a 10 foot?
Even
Okay.
better.
Give me, Dan, I'm going to have you proceed. Your character is committed to moving up and poking it.
Yep.
Before we get there, Joe, you want to roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah, Ed doesn't have any.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Damn, but-
shit.
And my highest intelligence is, let's see, a tie. I'm going to say it's Bro Jogan.
Okay.
Actually, no, Factor Dill. he's the thinker.
Any excuse to say
Factor
those
Dill
names.
kind of peers around. It looks like a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks.
You can see that the extremities have gone black from rot. You can see these vines have broken through portions of the skin, have gouged out through the eyes, and just completely perforated and sewn themselves through these bodies. But you can see any openings flies swarm in and out of.
Gross.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that the innards have started coming out of through the orifices that they can find, but seeing that these are vertical and gravity is working, there's sick piles underneath each of the corpses lashed to these poles.
But
As you move up and you poke it with your pole, the pole almost kind of just pushes in through the flesh. And as soon as that happens, the one you poked lunges forward and makes an attack at you.
Go figure.
Luckily, your 10-foot pole keeps you out of the immediate range of attack, of threat. But now, we immediately move into our first initiative of the night.
Hell yeah.
Good thing I got to bring that on, guys.
This is if you're wielding a two-handed weapon, it is a D16.
I don't know that any of my things are two-handed.
Your pole
Okay, the pole is the spear also
and the
two-handed?
pitchfork.
They're both two-handed?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. I don't have D16.
That's fine. I got a D16 right here.
yeah, I'll need a D16 roll.
Somewhere I had a cheat sheet of
Even though we're rolling off of our... Does this mean that I go off the highest two-handed person's
It's
initiative?
3d6 minus 2. Right?
I don't remember. That's a good. You know what? For this, we're just going to do a D20.
Okay.
So we're going to keep it simple.
3d6.
Once we get into leveled play, we'll definitely have to do 200 weapons is
Well,
a D16.
yeah.
Joe, I don't remember. Somewhere on these tables, I have cheat sheets for DCC that have that.
Yeah, I think it would be because 3d6
I think it's right-
would be 18 minus
right
2
there.
is 16.
Yeah.
And then your minimum would be 3 minus 2 is 1. So 3d6.
Yeah, that'd work.
Dan,
Yeah.
what's your initiative?
17.
Jake
A 16.
and Joe.
8.
So this is going to be Dan.
No. 7.
We're just rolling a D20 for it for now. You take your... Whatever your highest is.
Okay. Well, 7.
Dan, it's your turn.
Figure it out.
Since Ed's already poking it with his pole, I guess I'll just go ahead and hit it with his pole.
Yeah.
And maybe back up a little bit afterwards.
Okay. Make your attack and then back up.
That's kind of outside.
Yeah.
It's no better from either of the options. 9.
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Ed's going to go ahead and back up. Let's just go ahead and...
What's Ed's movement?
30.
Okay.
And then, how far away is everybody else?
You were definitely, your character was the one that moved up,
Okay.
right up on it.
I moved up a bit to inspect it.
What's that?
I moved up a bit to inspect it, but it
Okay.
wasn't that close.
So here's what we're going to do. If you moved up within your fighting range, you would be within 10 feet of it. If you went up to inspect it, I'll say you were within 20 feet. If not, I'll say you're 30 feet away.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm going to go sacrifice the rest of the party then.
okay.
Because I assume everybody's just going to swarm this, I hope.
Let's hope so.
At least that's what my dumb people believe.
Okay.
So Eddie's going to go up there and get with his pitchfork. At least that's what he believes.
Did the vines appear to be moving? Or just...
Yeah.
How about...
The corpses were definitely twitching, but it looked like the vines were kind of like writhing through them.
How about an 11?
No.
Yeah. This is going to be where I lose all my characters right in the beginning of the game.
If we're lucky.
That's a miss.
It'll be like Tyler getting 4K'd by the opening.
Yeah. That was definitely entertaining.
How about a 14?
Yeah.
That's going to be good enough for 1 damage.
One.
All right. Jake,
All right. Well,
you're about 30 feet.
I'll go ahead and, if I can retcon Ed moving and just leave him there.
Okay. All your characters are right there.
Yeah, that way there's just a fair chance of all of them dying.
Okay.
We're just doing D20s for melee attacks.
Yeah.
well, I think James McCoy is probably going to be the only one to attack on this one.
Okay.
He'll move up to the guy and he'll
Did you
roll a
unmute
mighty
your
2.
mic?
Oh, you know what? I don't think I did.
We may have to stop muting and unmuting.
Yeah, I'm forgetful. It's a problem.
Yes. Go ahead, Jake. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, I missed.
Okay.
I rolled 2.
I never muted it.
Oh, that's fine.
Even better.
Well, actually, I suppose Slim will make an attack with his dart.
Okay. Now everyone can attack if you want. I mean, if you want to keep them out of danger's way.
He'll move up to 10 feet towards
And then
this guy.
throws
and
with
then
the
throws
dart?
Yeah.
Okay. This is D20 plus your agility modifier.
9.
No. And any of your other characters attacking?
No.
Okay. So you got one that's at 10 feet, one that's within melee range, and the rest are 30 feet back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep that in mind. Joe, no, it is not your turn. It is the turn of the vines.
Perfect.
5 targets are within range. As the one that you attacked with the pole, let's see, this would be character number 1, 2, 3, 4. Character number 3 for you, Dan,
Mm-hmm.
gets a unhealthy. Oh man.
Eddie gonna die already. My smartest character. Gonna be the first to die.
Gets a melee attack of, I'm going to guess a 4 does not hit.
Oh, it doesn't.
Man. These guys have 2 action dice.
Oh, well, geez. That's not fair.
It's 12 hit.
It sure does. Poor Eddie.
Fucking Christ. 2 damage.
Well, he's not dead yet, but he might as well be.
Okay. All right, so the first one attacks Eddie. The first attack misses, but the second attack lands. The second vine creature animates off of its pole.
Prick.
And also attacks poor Eddie.
Oh, God.
Fuck, it's a nat 20. Fuck, I forgot my goddamn book.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
I have my little cheat sheet. I still might get good things from this.
Please don't.
I got it, Dan. It's gotta happen.
I doubt I'll be able to.
Thanks, Jake, for not committing.
This is exactly
gosh.
why. There's a very cute picture in this book of a skinny spooky getting stabbed at by a pitchfork, and it's not working.
Well, that sounds about exactly like what happened with Eddie when he stabbed at it with his pitchfork. Didn't work.
No. Look at him, though. Nope.
Oh, yeah. He's even getting a little lecturing.
Yes.
Do you get
This is a
to own
skeleton.
Eddie?
Eddie's just dead.
Okay. Well, somebody's gonna grab his stuff eventually.
So now there's 4 targets for the second attack.
Now you guys won't get to have any parsnips.
That's going to be 3. So 1,
also
2,
me.
3.
Yeah.
This would be character position 2 for you.
Okay.
No, it's a miss.
Oh, good.
So, we haven't finished the first round of this game. If combat in this adventure, we're already down 1 character.
Yep.
Funnel is working as intended.
Yep.
Joe, it's your turn.
All right.
If I can keep this up, I'll be done playing in the next 10
There's
minutes.
2 targets, right?
2. Yeah.
2.
Uh-huh.
So, how far apart are they from each other?
They're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay, cool.
They're side by side.
So I rolled, I'm assuming a 19 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be, this is Cran Denshaw coming up with his pitchfork. And he's going to deal 3 damage to the first doodad.
Okay. Now, this is one that Dan already dealt some damage with. This thing is still up.
Okay. I got another 19.
That's a
As
hit.
Bro Jogan brings his hammer down on with a whopping 10 damage.
Okay. And this is the first one?
Yeah.
So basically,
Is...
the rest of us are just beach shields for Joe's party.
It
Which
kind of
is fine
sounds
with
like
me.
it.
Let him kill everything.
And,
All right. Hang on just a second there, Joe.
yeah.
God damn. On that hit, it kills the creature.
But there's bees.
And the creature collapses to the ground and bursts open, releasing a giant swarm of flies.
Ugh.
Everyone who's within melee range
Which is
now
nice.
needs to make a fortitude save.
Oh, good. That's something I get no bonuses to.
Oh.
Wait, everybody but 2 of Jake's characters.
Yeah, every character makes
are all
this save.
gonna die.
Oh shit!
I haven't moved up.
Good job, Rolf. Not so good job.
So,
Double D. Makes sense.
who got less than a 5?
Double D.
Double D got less than a 5?
Got a 2.
Is that all it is?
He takes 2 points of damage
He's not dead yet either,
as
but he's
these
about
flies bite and sting at his face.
to be. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna be at, I hope that all my characters die tonight. That's not even the right number. Can't even math anymore.
And honestly, I want to let you guys know that what was supposed to come out of that corpse wasn't as fun to play against, and it was way more lethal.
Dogs.
No,
4
Lots of dogs.
flies is far better.
It was bees,
Wasps?
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. I don't want to. I'll get into it after the adventure is over.
Okay.
Alligators.
Joe, one of these is now down.
Yeah. And I had one last character that rolled high enough to hit, which is Factor Dill.
Yeah.
Factor Dill is going to come up with his short sword and deal a whopping 3 damage.
Okay. That's second one is still up.
Knowing that these guys explode, was it like instantaneously on hit, or was it like they collapsed and then blew up?
They collapsed and then blew up. That's why I let you guys
So-
take that save.
Okay. So knowing that, would we be able to preemptively back up once these down?
If you want to make a reflex for the person whose turn it actively is, I'll let you make a reflex save instead of a fortitude save.
Yeah, but the rest of the people, if
Okay.
they're standing there, are still screwed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have him back up then.
Don't worry. I'll send them the ads.
Now, I want to remind you, DCC, you can't split movement.
It's all or nothing, which is why I changed my mind on backing up the one character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry. The Eds and Rolf have got this.
Yeah.
I'm already
Gotta believe.
halfway out.
You gotta believe.
All righty. Well, I guess he's still standing.
Okay. Is
Don't
that
worry.
your turn?
Team.
Yeah.
Do Damn.
Jepstein didn't
That's a
hit
crit
anyone.
fail.
Oh, wait. Crit fails mean stuff.
I know. I'm just rolling all 3 attacks.
Well, let's get that crit fail out of the thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
The cheat sheet's right there. Grab that cheat sheet. It's got your critical fail stuff on it.
All right. I hope he kills himself.
Grab the cheat sheet.
Oh, it's so far away. It's not in there.
It might be. I don't know. That sheet has it. I know.
Oh God.
God, I hope he crit fails. That'd be the funniest way for this guy to die.
And what
Ow.
character is this?
It's Rolf. It's a
All right.
blacksmith.
Rolf crit fails.
Where are you? Crit fails. Good as crit table.
Excuse me.
Oh, I've got it right the fuck in front of me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
What kind of armor you got? No armor?
no armor.
Roll a
Nobody's cool enough to have
d4. Add your luck modifier to
armor. Nothing.
it.
It's a 4.
Is it your luck modifier positive or
I
negative?
have no luck.
Okay, so you rolled a 4.
Yep.
Your weapon is damaged.
Oh,
A
frick.
bowstring breaks. A sword hilt falls off. A crossbow firing mechanism jams. This weapon can be repaired with 10 minutes of work, but is useless for now.
Good. His hammer is somehow broken.
The head came off of his
I know.
hammer.
He's-
He can set that head back onto the shaft, but it's going to take a little bit of work.
Thank goodness he's got his steel tongs with him.
Yep. All right.
All right. Good work.
Your
Rolf.
next character's attack.
It's gonna be double D, and he misses. So Ed, get up there and roll your dice on the side. Oh,
There we go.
Ed's gonna hit. He got a 17.
That's a hit. Janov, a lot of these adventures have spots where you can pick up more characters.
Assuming that we don't murder
Um,
them brutally.
We'll get to that. When we ran Portal
That was
Under
my
the
bad.
Stars, when we ran Portal Under the Stars, that funnel, Tyler lost all of his characters in like the second room. Maybe it was the third room. All 4 of them killed in one shot.
I think it was the first room only.
It was
No.
it was the second room.
It was the one with the fireball dude.
Oh no, that was the third room.
That was the third room.
Yeah.
And so what
'Cause
we
they all
did
got torched.
Yeah.
is, since it was so early and Portal Under the Stars doesn't have a spot to introduce new characters, we used the purple sorcerer character generator,
Just
and he
printed out new set.
made 4
Yeah.
new characters right then and there.
We just
If-
assumed it was part of the mob of people
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah. In most like this adventure has a spot where the party can re-up some adventurers to fill their ranks back out. If Dan were to lose all of his characters right now, I would just say there's 4 more characters walking up the path, seeing as they're not even in
Not
the
even in
dungeon,
the dungeon yet.
Mhm.
That's my goal at this point now.
So how much damage did you
4. No, sorry, 3. I can't math.
do? Okay, that's fine. This thing is still up.
Oh, good. So now somebody else has to get next to it.
Jake.
All right. Okay,
We're-
James McCoy.
Start hucking things.
Cudgel this thing, please, James. 11.
Miss.
Damn. Let's see, Slim goofed up. Let's see, who's tougher? Oh, God, yeah, you're tougher. Larry Knowles is going to roll up on this guy and try to take a swing at him with his club.
All right.
4.
Nope. Okay.
We can't hit these things. For
So,
So people are up in melee range and they have movement.
yeah.
Will they be able to use their movement before it explodes?
No.
Or no?
I had to move up to it anyways.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
If it was their turn and they were making the attack.
Mhm.
I mean, what's the difference? I make them make a fortitude save or I make them make a reflex save.
I suck at
Either
both
way,
of
they're
them.
going to have to take a save or take damage.
Okay.
Either way, I can't make any of those saves.
Yeah. And you don't get to take your movement on someone else's turn.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I get that.
So it moves over to the remaining plant's turn. Who's all got characters up in melee range?
I've got
How
3.
many? You've got 3.
Are you in melee
2.
range with the second one though?
And
Yeah, I'm in range with 3 people.
3,
I
2,
had 3
Oh.
people move.
3.
I didn't. Yeah. All right.
So that's 7.
Mhm.
No, that's not. That's bad math, Chuck. That's 8. So I'm going to roll
Hit me.
a D8. That is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jake, your number 1 position.
Oh no.
That would be
Or the highest position who's in melee range.
the guy who just walked up to him.
All right, this plane's going to make both its attacks against that character.
Oh, frick. Gotta beat a
7.
10. Ah,
Attack number 2. 12.
frick.
Frig.
As this thing clubs at you,
Newton.
fucking Christ, for 4
Oh no.
points of damage.
Bam.
Out cold.
Oh, man, that sucks. This guy could find and disable traps, too.
Oh no.
Okay.
He's the only useful one.
Yeah.
We're not even a half hour in, and we're 2 characters down.
Yep.
Good game, everybody.
Joe,
Going on,
your turn.
it's going on Efri Jepstein's cart.
Yes. Yeah, pile them onto the cart.
Yeah,
There you
Efri
go.
Jepstein is an urchin who has a cart of dead people.
So
Good.
you've
That's one
got
of
2
his.
more.
2 more dead people.
Yep.
Throw them on.
Yep.
Put them on yonder heap.
Yeah, I still have 3 people up in the brawl.
Yeah.
And I guess I was rolling that. Does a 16 hit? Or no,
Yep.
just a 15.
Still hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll out my fortitude saves.
3 damage as a pitchfork.
Lethal.
God damn.
Yeah.
So I'll give you your pitchfork. That would give you your 5 foot of reach. So that character, unless you... Did you move back and attack, or did you just attack within your melee?
He'd be attacking at arms like.
Okay. That character, I won't make roll the save. Everyone else, roll that save. I'll tell you, I'll be nice. You can try and dodge because you know it's coming and roll a reflex save, or you can try and weather it and take a fortitude save.
Makes no difference.
I rolled 13 and 15.
All of them are over 5.
That's a 5 or less.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, 11.
Okay. As you slay this last one, it collapses to the floor and then bursts into a swarm of flies, which then disperses. And you find yourself standing there
Gross.
before these corpses.
Ew.
Imagine they're too bloated and fucked up to be recognizable at this point.
You can try and give them some recognition.
I'll try. Dr. Dill's gonna do some field investigating.
Oh,
It's
shit.
another fucking nat 20.
Nice. You are actually able to identify these 2 boys. And I say boys because you recognize them. Don't you have a blacksmith character?
I do.
I don't.
Okay. Well, you would still recognize them as one of the village's blacksmiths. That blacksmith's teenage sons.
Ah,
Oh, they are 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
2 brothers.
On
On a
them,
pole.
you know that they vanished 11 days ago.
Hmm.
And on them, you find a short sword, a dagger, and 5 copper pieces.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna swap out my stick with one of those short swords. I can go from a D4 up to a D6.
There you go.
Jeffrey Jepstein's a little bit better outfitted.
Somebody else is gonna have to take care of my hen.
Do you got a hen?
Yeah.
You know, he's
I
not
do
good.
too.
You know, he's a falconer, but I'm sure he could handle a big
I
noodle
mean,
berry.
the point
Big
of
noodle
this
berry.
game is the more characters you have die, the better supplied the other characters are.
Yeah.
So make sure you distribute that wealth amongst your characters.
You have one decent character spread out among 4.
Yeah. So yeah, Dan, one of your characters, or if you want to hand it over to one of Jake's characters, we get that chicken.
Yeah, I'm not sure what use of chicken is.
Chicken is very useful. I don't want to tell you how it's useful,
I'm sure it'll set up traps,
but it is very useful.
so I'll probably hold on to it for now. We'll probably give it to Ed. Ed probably thinks it's a pet.
It's a chicken.
He probably loves it.
So as you move up past,
Yeah, throw the bodies on the cart.
There you go.
I'm just gonna give Eddie's stuff to Ed.
so this is, I want you to imagine this is a rectangular fort, and
Okay.
you're coming up to the south of it. You just passed these 2 corpses, animated corpses wreathed with vines, and you defeated them. Ahead, you can see is the gatehouse. But you can see like there was once a moat, but it's since been dried out, and the planks there have long been broken. You can make it across it still safely, you feel, but it'll definitely be kind of a single file thing. You also, exploring this thing, I don't want to discourage you. You know, the front door is not always the only option. So, you know, there are portions of wall collapsed around the sides of this thing. So another possible entrance may be collapsed walls around the back.
Yeah, I definitely want to give it a walk around.
Okay. Not a problem at
Leave
all.
my card of dead people by the gate.
There you go.
not so
Are you
good
moving
offering.
around
Yeah.
essentially,
off-road
presuming you're approaching it from the south,
Mm.
are you moving around to the west or are you moving around to the east? It's an arbitrary question.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, so we're going to say you're moving around to the east.
The
So I'll
West.
head, right.
Okay. Let's see.
Is it like is it forest? Is it a clearing? Is it in the plains? Like
It's on a hill at the base of these mountains. It's surrounded by sparse trees, but lots of like brambles and just bushes of small shrubbery and whatnot.
Okay.
And it's all on loose dirt and rock, so it's not exactly easy going.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Too Old to Twitch actually posted on our Discord for once.
Oh, man.
So let me read you just so we get this.
Too old to Discord.
Yeah. The gatehouse. The dark, moss-eaten gatehouse towers above you, grim and foreboding. Murder holes fashioned in the likeness of looming toads threaten to gout forth flaming oil and tar. Black arrow slits pierce the high stone wall. You can hear the flap of the heretical banner above, hidden from sight by the vine-draped battlements. An ancient drawbridge has long since fallen away into ruins, leaving only a few rotten planks across the ditch. The heavy iron portcullis stands half-raised, the rusty spikes a mere 4 feet above the slots cut into the stone floor. So that's just as you go by the gatehouse, that's what you see. But as you move around the east...
You all die.
You don't all die, because I know this thing has a good description.
Of how you die.
You head around the side and you just walk off the cliff. For some reason, you just didn't see it was there.
Area G, if you guys have this adventure, E, F...
So we're not appearing in this.
Where the fuck is G? Oh, G, it's not in bold. That's why I couldn't find it. All the other ones are bold, so they stand out. As you move around the right, the east side of it, you move around the remaining tower standing on this fortification, and as you move around that wall, you actually see the wall only goes about halfway, and then it's crumbled and is missing. But as you kind of approach a little closer, you can see in and see that where there should be wall in kind of the back corner of this fortification, a yawning sinkhole has devoured nearly a third of the courtyard, causing a tower and a wall to collapse and plunge down into the depths. Mist billows up from the sinkhole, obscuring sight.
Is Preston Garvey in there?
I have no idea.
I hope
The
not.
settlement needs your help.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're describing somewhere else.
Yeah. So yeah, you move around and you can see there's
The
this...
Minute Maid, you need your aid.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, there's this giant sinkhole as you move around, and you can see it kind of extends past the walls of the fortification. But yeah, it's completely destroyed a portion of the wall and one of the towers. And this is a giant sinkhole. I'm talking like 40, 50 feet across.
Oh, like if we try to go through the wall here, we'd have to go through the sinkhole also.
Well, you're thinking of a sinkhole that has a bottom. From where you're standing, you see no such bottom. You just see mist billowing up from below.
We couldn't get in and around this.
You could try and navigate around the sinkhole, yeah.
That's a good opportunity for all my characters to fall in.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ledge around the wall that you're at in the sinkhole is thin. And you definitely would need to kind of hug the wall and shuffle.
That sounds like a nope.
Big Noodle Berry wouldn't fit, no.
Not with that noodle.
We may continue on around and see if there's other opportunities for entry.
Since the walls collapsed, does that mist keep us from being able to see across the courtyard completely? Like, can we tell if the other walls are collapsed?
You can kind of move along a little bit closer to the sinkhole.
Is the wall collapsed in a way that you'd be able to like climb up a slope to the top of it?
No. I say collapsed, as in where the sinkhole is, the wall ceases to be. So it's
sheer.
A little bit definitely more sheer in how it meets into the sinkhole. Looking at the sinkhole, now one thing you move up to the edge and you can definitely get the feeling that
Does the mist seem to have any like smell to it? Is it like a gas or is it just water vapor?
Well, let me get there. As you move up kind of closer to the edge of the sinkhole, you get the feeling that like the ground underneath of you is hollow. Like you're standing on like the shell of an egg, and you might collapse through it. As you kind of peer through the mist at the other side, you can see the other side of this courtyard, and you can see the kind of the wall opposite of where you're at is actually just regular collapse, and it might be a point of entry that you can see. But as you kind of peer through the mist, tortured faces and writhing forms appear briefly in the mist above your heads, only dissolve back into nothingness as quickly as they appeared.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a nope.
I want to circle back around then and go on the other side.
Okay.
Do you want to go all the way around the back first, or do you want to go back across the front?
Yeah, sure. We might as well go all the way around
the back
and just see what's there too.
Okay.
Suppose that's not a bad idea.
An army of skeletons waits.
They're just hanging out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Frig.
Waiting for people who think they're smart.
As you move around to the other side, the keep's massive wall has collapsed here, spilling cyclopean stone blocks down from the rocky slope. The blocks are precariously balanced on top of one another, like a Titan's game of dice. So you see kind of up, and you can see the wall is just kind of, the mortar between the stones have failed. And so it's just this pile of stones that, we could climb over this and get entrance into it. You will need to be careful because it is just large stones setting on each other. So your character would definitely feel that the threats of a slide would be a possibility if you're not careful in your footing.
We may check out the other side just to be
I
sure.
want to keep going around. Looked at that other side, the left side or whatever.
Oh, that was the left side.
Oh, there is nothing at the back.
Nothing on the back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you go around the right side, you see this giant sinkhole, you come back to the front, you go around the other side, or even if you go around the back, there was nothing. And then
big are these stones?
They're 3 to 4 feet.
Okay.
In
so they're going to break somebody's
diameter. Definitely big enough to break somebody's leg.
We have to chew our ways out from underneath it. We either try the door or we try our luck.
Cran Denshaw is going to give Efri Jepstein his pitchfork.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him to go start prodding at some of the rocks and see if any of the ones that are kind of loose, he can get.
See if you can get them to settle a little bit.
See if we can get them to settle more. Yeah.
Okay.
Without putting weight on them. Just trying to get them to fall away from.
Okay.
Don't forget, I got a
so
10-foot pole.
Moving up to this, poking at stones. Now there is risk to this, right? Okay.
We should probably send Ed for this.
Not as much as like putting all my weight on them to see if they shift.
Give me that character that you're having do this. I want you to give an intelligence check.
Okay.
We definitely should have sent Ed for this.
3.
No. Definitely no. Is this a dwarf?
No.
Okay.
It's a human urchin.
I know. Our cart.
Yeah.
Somebody else's cart.
He gives some pokes, and he's actually like, it's pretty stable.
Oh, okay. He's gonna climb up then.
Okay. He gets maybe halfway up. Where's everyone else in this situation?
Watching from
off to the side?
Yeah.
Not that close, but off to the side.
Okay. That is this is one of those odd situations where I'm going to do it how the book says. I believe this should be a saving throw, but that's not how the book writes it. The book writes it that as these stones slip
attacking him,
and the rock slide falls from under his feet, it attacks. And we treat it as an attack against this character. Does a 15 clear?
Jesus, yeah. Doesn't deal any damage.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Can I tell you? Oh, it was a D10 for the damage die, but I rolled a 1.
He has 1 HP.
he's still dead.
So who is this?
Effrey Jepstein
Effrey Jepstein?
just killed himself.
Your pitchfork. Maybe we could retrieve it. Oh, God. Oh, God. I wasn't ready for that.
The rocks.
That's what they
slide
say, but
down.
nobody was looking directly at him, so we can't really.
Nobody was there to see it happen.
His
Who's
camera's cut
gonna look for his body and his gear?
We'll send an Ed.
Whoever it is gonna need to make me a luck check
Oh, good. Ed's got none of that.
to see if they can A, find it, and then B, if they can even get it free of the stones.
Ed's strong and stupid. Let's send him in.
Do the stones seem settled now that he's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's send in the Ed.
That's good at least.
Ooh, he got a 14.
You find his corpse. You're able to get the corpse free, and you can reclaim all of his loot.
All right, I don't need any of it, so
Give me
I'll pass it back.
my stuff. Man, he was one of the people that had a good luck score.
Well, it didn't do him any good.
debatable.
Yeah.
It worked just as well as for the real one.
As the stone settled, it actually
Effrey Jepstein.
revealed an opening underneath the ground level
Ooh.
of the courtyard.
Ooh.
So now essentially you have 2 ways. You can climb up over the stones, which now seem to be settled, into the courtyard itself, or there's this new passage that leads underground.
That sounds deceptively dangerous, so let's do it.
Does this wall, like if I'm able to climb up this
Collapsed portion of wall.
and
This
get up
slope.
on top of the wall, does it connect to anything?
It doesn't connect up enough that you could climb up the wall.
Okay.
There are no cannons
Yeah.
that you can shoot.
Can I
Darn.
get that short sword from Effrey?
Sure.
Excellent.
You want a stick too?
Nah.
Okay.
I got a club.
So
That was great.
what's the next step here, guys?
Do you want to do high or low, and then we go high or low?
I want to climb up and look in the
Oh.
courtyard and just see what there is. See.
Okay. Why don't we do that? I'm not going to make any rolls because the stones are settled now.
Mm-hmm.
You climb up. All of your characters or just one?
Dr. Dill's gonna go up and do the
Okay.
investigating.
Factor Dill climbs up this bit of rubble, and he sees. We're gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. First thing, a little ways in, a little bit to the right, is an old well.
Old well.
Yep. Directly across is the sinkhole. You're looking at the other side of the sinkhole. A little bit to the right of the sinkhole, there's actually an old building still standing at a small room kind of built off the wall of the keep. And let me see if there's any information I can give you on that real quick.
I want to topple one of the stones from the top of this and have it roll down
And kill me.
and see if it can, not outside, but like inside, to see if it just goes through the ground.
It doesn't.
It just
Yeah. It only moves a few feet in.
Mhm.
There's not enough momentum to carry it like halfway across the courtyard. But
Mhm.
so the ground, at least inside this point, at least a few feet in, seems stable.
Okay.
You see this once proud edifice has fallen into ruin like the rest of the keep. All that remains of the building are the fire-scarred high stone walls and toad-faced gargoyles leering from above. The singed bronze doors, cast with hundreds of wailing demonic faces,
Oh.
are barred from the outside. The portal, the doorway, is marked with a single word drawn in flaking red paint: repent.
This is on the building?
This is on the little building built into the courtyard along the far wall.
You said barred from the outside?
Yeah.
That's fucky. I think I'm gonna leave that barred. I want to go over to the well. What's in there? Does it look like there's water in it?
A barren ridge of black stones rise from the overgrown courtyard. A low stone wall marked with eerie sigils is built atop the crest of the stone marking a well. A stout block and tackle supported from a single chain that plunges into the inky blackness. As you approach, a soft moan rises from the well, like a faint cry for help.
I'm not gonna keep approaching.
Okay.
Do you want us all to come along?
Yeah, I hear the cry for help. I'm gonna turn around, walk back up, and then say, it's all clear, but it's really fucky.
That's fair.
Thanks, Factor Dill.
Yeah, no problem. You guys want to go to the ranch?
So you see the well, you see the sinkhole, you see the building, you see the well. On the far corner of the courtroom from you, kind of towards like the southeast, is the entrance to the tower. And you can see the door there. And then kind of straight south from where you're entering this, you see the opposite side of the gatehouse.
Okay.
And that's what you see.
I want to say, one thing to note, it's kind of weird that the building's barred from the outside. I don't like that. And then also it sounds like someone's crying or asking for help inside of the well, and I don't like that either.
We should send a chicken.
I was actually just thinking that. Drop the hen in there. See what happens.
So, what's going on? This will be kind of whatever we do next. Kind of be the last thing we do for the night.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we check out the barred building, the well, or go under?
I want to
So that's
see
the
the
choices?
well.
Or there's a gatehouse,
Or the
and
gatehouse.
there's
You said there's a chain attaching,
there's block and tackle up at the top of it with
so
the
we
chain
can
going
roll
down.
it up.
Yeah.
That might not be a bad thing to just do in case we need to run
So-
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on?
Is the chain down,
Yeah.
or is it?
It's down.
That's at the gate.
It's
I
the well.
want to.
The well.
I want to
sorry.
peer over
Into the well?
into the well as
Who's
stealthily
peering?
as possible.
Somebody needs
Into the well.
Somebody should hold that person.
Dr. Dill.
Somebody should hold Factor Dill in case they go over.
Yeah.
I'll have Ed do it because Ed's too stupid to listen. to
Bro
everything else.
Jogan doesn't want to look in, and Crandenshaw has depth
Factor
perception
Dill.
issues.
Ed will hug him.
Of course he does.
He's not great in the eyesight department.
Peers into the well.
All these ones.
Is there a way to roll for stealth?
Go ahead and roll me an agility.
Ooh. A 17.
Sneakily. Factor Dill. Who's holding him? Whoever's holding him needs to roll that stealth as well if you want to try and help him on this.
Oh, good. Well, Ed's the only person who has.
Unless
agility.
you want to try and go on your own so you can do so stealthily.
I'll leave you up to you if you want
Yeah,
to.
he'll go on his own if he's
Okay.
trying to do it stealthily.
Yeah.
Okay. You move up to the well
Just out of curiosity.
and you peer in.
Good choice. It's not sneaky.
I'm not even going to explain to you what happens. Just make a will save.
Fuck. Dr. Dill's got some
That's not
willpower.
fun for our viewers.
Oh, hell yeah. 15.
You should describe it for our viewers, Chuck.
You peer into a spatial reality with no real relationship to the well. An interdimensional nexus of raw proto-elemental chaos.
This is a fucked up well.
As you hear the soft crying noise from within.
That's all I see. It's just
Yeah.
a bunch of
Essentially, look into space. Violent storms in the depths of
some
space.
Doctor Strange shit.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going when I'm ready to call it quits.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I just saw, but doesn't look like a well. There's no water.
Not even dirt.
So I don't know why I need a bucket. I'm kind of curious what's on the end of the bucket.
You want to roll it up? It's going to be loud
I'm game.
because
for
you're
this.
going to be cranking up on this block and tackle the chain itself.
That's true.
So it's going to be pulling up rusty.
Too old to twitch. The last time Joe went there, he came back with tentacle arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm game for anything, and that's including rolling up the rest of the bucket.
Yeah. Factor Dills get the F out of that.
Okay.
He's
So-
doesn't like what he saw.
Why don't we say that
You're
you
pretending
all
to be a well, but really you're just a cry for help.
Recon-
And he just walks away.
Yeah. Why don't we say you all reconvene at the portion of the collapsed wall, and that's where we'll pick up next week.
I don't appreciate the way you're treating my staff.
Currently, you could go in the passage that opened up from the collapse. There's the gatehouse, there's the building barred from the outside, and then there's the tower entrance that you can see.
Okay.
And that'll be kind of your options for next week.
Cool.
Those watching, we're going to be streaming this every Wednesday in November.
Except for half of the Wednesdays in November.
Except for half the Wednesday in November, and if it leaks over, we'll go into December a little bit. So, thanks for watching this. Come back Friday of this week to watch some Death's Reformation, or Zweihander campaign. I don't have anything Thursday. I don't have anything Saturday. Come back next Wednesday for more of this as we continue Sailors on the Starless Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Next Thursday, I'll be playing in Blood, Sweets, and Laudanum on the Grim and Perilous channel. Next Friday, we're back with Joe's game.
Yeah.
And then hopefully next...
Hunting badger people.
Yeah,
Hell
hunting
yeah.
badger people.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully next Saturday, which will be November the 16th, I believe, the Grim and Perilous people will be here playing more Dungeon Crawl Classics.
Oh, man.
So that's the plan.
We're going to take them out of their element.
Yeah, well, they always play Zweihander, so I figure maybe they'd like to play something that's not Zweihander.
We're going to take them out
Yeah,
of their element.
yeah, we're going to have a great time.
It's going to be fine.
So thanks for watching.
Send them to the
I'll have
ranch.
these episodes up on YouTube here in a week or so. Probably mid next week. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
This time it should save to the OneDrive.
Yeah, so that'll be good. So thanks for watching. Give us a week and we'll be back with more of this. If you're watching this on YouTube, more episodes will come. I'm going to try and pump these out pretty quick, so I'm not going to make you wait long. So until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and tip your fucking bartenders. Deuces. Hopefully,
It's a
I'll
service
remember
we
that
offer.
this little fucking pause is here, and I'll edit this out, and I'll go right from our intro to
Doing it live.
playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'll be so
Yeah.
exciting.
It is
Heck yeah.
still thinking.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I open it there.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Twitch, you can't copyright ping us because that was parody. Fuck you.
I
There we
tried
go.
so many things
Hooray!
that don't work.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's different now.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Ooh, check that out.
Shazoom!
Art stolen directly from the adventure.
Hooray!
If you like this art, buy the adventure from Goodman Games. Goodman Games, don't fucking sue us.
Please.
We don't have money.
This episode is brought to you by Goodman Games.
We're willing to give you all of our negative dollars.
I'm willing to put on my chapstick and kiss your butt.
Oh.
Okay.
Jake's going the
That's
extra mile.
not what I thought you were going to do. I wasn't going to judge you. I mean, you do what you got to do.
This is
All right.
capitalism, baby.
A lot of chapstick and capitalism.
Yeah.